Matthew Teller. I'm in charge of the fundraising and appeals department here at St Nicholas. I'm a full-time volunteer working here at St Nicholas. And this is Mr. Ui, he's our executive director of the home. St Nicholas Home has been here in Penang since 1926. It's 81 years old. It was originally the amalgamation of two medical missions, and it was formed in response to the desperate human need of blind and orphan children. And for 81 years now, it's been, making a difference and changing people's lives. It now offers many, many more services, and it's almost an educational centre now for blind people here in Malaysia. And we teach them many, many things. I think that there are many misconceptions about St Nicholas. Lots of people believe it's a very wealthy charity. In actual fact, it isn't. And we offer so many services, as Mr. Ui will testify to, that the truth is it actually costs us somewhere in the region of about 1.5 million ringgit per year to keep offering the same services that we currently offer. And with the increasing costs, we're projecting more like 1.8 million ringgit for next year. There are many, many, many things that St Nicholas needs very desperately. Of course, one of which being we really need a new van to ferry some of our blind people around. We use the van for many different things. We have many senior citizens. We have, in fact, the only senior citizens home for blind people here in Malaysia, and we need to ferry the people quite regularly to the hospital for various appointments. We use the van for other things as well. We have a deaf-blind centre here for deaf and blind children, and we offer services to children with multiple handicaps who also suffer with visual impairment. And we offer and take them out on quite regular outings, which is a very important part of their development and an important part of the work that we do for these children here. And again, we use the van quite regularly for that. We also offer employment services here for the blind people that come and train here. And we would very much like to in the future be able to offer transportation for these people to and from the place of work, which St Nicholas has helped to arrange for them.
Especially recently we have a company recently started up in Penang factory areas, that they have gracefully and hired 3 of our blind graduates. But the problem right now is we have to face is how to transport them from where they stay and to the work. So this is where we really appeal to you, in terms of helping us to look into these issues. Particularly, we need a van so that we can shuttle them from where they stay and to work. Because today, even with the public transportation's improvement, yet there are still many areas doesn't have that services. To the particular, especially the residential areas. So a van is really in critical needs in our place.
Of course, many of the blind graduates that come and study here, it's very difficult for them to catch a bus and to get off a bus half a mile from where they need to walk, and then they have to actually get from there to their workplace in safety. And it's only really if you actually walk along some of the pavements here in and around Penang. If you did so with your eyes closed, imagine what it would be like for a blind person to be able to safely get to and from work every day. As somebody who does not have visual impairment, it's very easy to miss how difficult it is to actually walk around in Penang and do so safely. So it certainly is a service that we would love to be able to offer. It would help many of our graduates gain employment. And in truth, one of the very important things that we want to be able to do here at St Nicholas is to help the blind that come here integrate into society. It's one of the principles upon which we are founded is that we try to offer independence to the blind people that come here, and we teach them the skills that they will need to live independent lives. But of course, a very important part of living an independent life is having employment, and it's difficult enough to try and arrange employment. But then obviously the issue of transportation is one that is certainly at the top of our list of needs that we need to try and address at the moment. We do have a van, obviously, which we have been using for many years now.
It was about 20 years ago. Sure, donated.
Sure, right. Donated a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's definitely seen better days. It's been well used, and it's an essential part of the work that we do here. The truth is that the van is becoming less and less reliable, and obviously there's a problem with the maintenance of this now, in that it's costing us money to maintain the van. There are certainly safety concerns with the van, it being so old. Any modern van these days would be a lot safer for the people that travel in it. And one of the big problems is, of course, for many of the senior citizens and blind people trying to get in and out of the van, the design is such that it's very difficult and awkward for them to actually get in and out of that van. So it really is something that we would like to address, and we are appealing for people to consider either donating a van, especially if van manufacturers and so on, but we also people to donate money, or people who would consider perhaps holding a food fair or some other kind of fundraising event, help us assist us in organising that, with a view to raising the money to try and buy a van ourselves. Of course, to buy a suitable van that will seat enough people, that's reliable and new and safe and easy to get access to, is not cheap. And unfortunately we have many demands on our money here at St Nicholas, and we just don't have the money available to us to be able to actually buy a van. We really need to appeal to the public to help us to do that, which is the reason that we are speaking to you now.
Oh yes. Yeah, by the way, just for your information, okay, all the donations to the homes are tax exempted. So we appeal to you that please do help us out in this area.
Hi, Penang Net TV viewer. So this is our van. As you can see, this van is very old now. This is over 20 years old. This was donated very kindly by somebody some time ago, but it needs replacing. It's rusting. It's very difficult for the people to get in and out of, and it's costing us a lot of money to maintain. You can see the general condition that the van is in now, and we really have used this van very well in the years that we've had it. It's a very important part of the work that we do here at St Nicholas, to be able to move our senior citizens around, and many of our other residents as well. But it's now costing us so much money to keep and maintain this van. It's becoming uneconomical for us. But we don't have the money to buy a new van. That's the real problem. But it's 20 years old. What more can you say? I mean, it's in certainly a condition that is maybe not even very safe for us to be moving our people around in, and that's one of our big concerns, is the safety of this van. If it was to be involved in a minor accident, is whether or not it would be very safe for the people that we're moving around in, and that's seriously a concern of ours, which is why we're desperate to find somebody who will donate us a new van.
How do you find this van?
How about this one?
Yeah, how do you personally find it?
This one I find a bit difficult because the steps they are quite high, but then especially when going down to and from the van, then I feel more difficulty because I dare not jump from the step because I'm scared that my leg will be break. baby break or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I just sit on the steps and then I just go down like that.
You will show us later on, right? Yeah. Okay. Now, Daniel, how do you find this van? Do you feel comfortable?
Well, this van, when I go down the stairs, sometimes I don't feel comfortable. So it's a good thing that I feel St Nicholas is thinking of purchasing a new van to ease our burden.
Okay. Does this van come with? Do you find it hot sometimes in van?
Oh, sometimes it's very hot.
Yes, I've got only one window lah.
Only one window. Oh.
Sometimes it's hot. But I think they should have more windows.
Yeah,
Yeah, is it because there's no aircon?
Yes, that's right.
no aircon either.
And then actually it's very old. Not only that, very hard for I myself as an elderly. I'm already 54. And then sometimes when I climb, sometimes very difficult. And sometimes, especially when a lot of people very squashy. And plus, sometimes the behind there very narrow. And then sometimes when it corner, and then sometimes the glass can knock against our head also even. So that's right. And then going down so very difficult. And then sometimes also all the things also, especially when during the hot season, very uncomfortable.
All right, thank you. Now, Auntie Veronica is trying her way down. As you can see, you need two people, and especially you look her head. She has to be very careful about her head. All right, because the van is low, and she has to sit on the floor and come down.
Plans to take outing and other conditions, hospitals and everything. But for my comment, this two van is not convenient for them actually, because it's no aircon, no ventilation, engines, some matters of getting down and up, and we also in the big problem when we are getting down of raining.
Yeah.
And this is the problem that we are facing.